Tinubu nominated as 9 ex-governors as ministers, including Bello Matawale under 70 billion naira corruption probe. Tinubu's first and second batches of ministerial nominees were saturated with names of former state governors, including Bello Matawale, who is under probe by Efcc for alleged multi-billion naira fraud. In the first release last week and sent to the Nigerian Senate for screening, Tinubu nominated his political allies, former Ebonyi State Governor David Umahi, former Rivers State Governor Wike, Jigawa State Badaru Abubakar, and former Kaduna State Governor Nasir Rufai. Meanwhile, in the second list released on Wednesday and sent to the Senate, Tinubu continued his fraternity with former state governors, nominating 5 more: Adigboyega Oyetola of Osun, Atiku Bagudu, Bello Matawale of Zamfara, Ibrahim Gaidam Yobe, and Simon Lalong Plateau. Okay. Sahara Reporters earlier reported that the president submitted the list through Femi Gbajabiamila, his chief of staff, on Wednesday. Gbajabiamila was accompanied to the Red Chamber by the Deputy Chief of Staff, Senator Hassan Hadija. Already, the Senate had screened 25 nominees in the first batch as of the time of filing this report, and there are 3 more nominees to go. Gbajabiamila had last Thursday submitted the first list with 28 nominees to the Red Chamber and said more names would be forwarded to the upper chamber. Sahara Reporters had in May reported that the Efcc was probing Matawale for alleged 70 billion naira fraud. The anti-graft agency had also said it had sent invitations to all outgoing governors and commissioners in a bid to commence investigation into alleged corruption and abuse of office perpetrated by them while in office. The FCC had, through the Director of Public Affairs of the Commission, Osita Nwaja, explained that the agency was not supposed to dignify Matawale with a response after the former governor's outburst, but it did in order to set the record straight. It is intriguing that Matawale would want to take on the role of a supervisor who tells the EFCC whom to investigate. Is this a case of a thief saying he must not be touched until other thieves are caught? The agency had said. Okay, Tinubu, now today. This is ridiculous. So, with millions of capable Nigerians, the president must recycle the same people that kept the country down. Anyone who served for 4 years in a position and could not prove themselves deserve no second term. He has shown how his government will be like. Buhari government will be paradise to compare what is coming. May God bless her also, for we not feel it. Boko Haram group is better than some group leaders. The current administration is called remaking of the kings of the thieves. Please, Nollywood should take note. He has paid them as he promised in 2023 election if they deliver their respective seats in favor of his victory. So make una no keep calm. Make una keep calm. It is a reciprocal case of what they did for him. We all know. That is why the country is where it is today. Ineptitude and corrupt elements are in power, positions of authority. They are the so-called talent Tinubu is good at discovering. Technocrats of governments of compensation. Yeah, it's good in discovering talents. Nigeria military coup will be the most deadly in Nigeria, and it will awaken the military in most African countries. Agreement is agreement. APC is here to fight against corruption. Their sins are forgiven. The same people, he knows how to source for people who can deliver. He can source for the best brain. Okay. One of the major requirements to be nominated is that in particular for you to have a criminal records and everything goes. See why it will be very hard for this country to move on when you see circulate same people. Its reward for helping him to rig the 2023 presidential election. Undoubtedly the most corrupt rewarded administration. Now wow, may God help this country. Like I say, that everyone help those who would help themselves. You think God is going to come down and help you when you don't do the needful, because he's a how will I put it? God is he follows orders. He doesn't just do things anyhow. This is the most corrupt government in the history of Nigeria, but what do you expect from the drug baron? Tinubu is the most corrupt politician in Nigeria. Ex-governors forum cabinet. Best of the same feather, they say flock together. Corruption cannot drive away corruption. Tinubu has nothing to offer. I thought he said he knows how to spot technocrats. They are technocrats now. Isoludo not a technocrat. Being a politician does not mean you are not technocrat. Even Tinubu is a technocrat. You think anything has changed? It's business as usual. They will continue to rule in their way of life. The best brains are on the way. He is testing the mic with these ones. Just the play. He is not different from them. Nothing has and will never change. Best of the same feather. Corruption will continue. Now the same people, same problem. Looting continue, cover up as satire. For those who don't understand what this is all about, let me break it down for you. So it's not breaking anything. It brought the best brain that will transform the economy. Their best brain. Okay.